Welcome to the third part of this YouTube series, how to create a custom AI video translator. What we've seen so far in the first part is the whole plan, the idea of behind this setup, and then in the second part we have seen the how to download a YouTube video. Then in this third part, what we are going to do is to extract text from video. And to do this, what we are going to do is, of course, install the dependencies. So for this, I'm going to just make this activate the virtual environment. And we are in the virtual environment, so pip install Whisper. Let's see if this is right. And okay, so we will make a new file, a new Python file, and then save this audio to text, video to text, video to text. And then this is a PyPy file. And this is, of course, something which relies on import Whisper. Let's see this. So we also need later on JSON. And I think this is enough for now. Then what we are going to do is to extract the audio. And for this, we need FFmpeg. So how to obtain this is, of course, you can go to the ffmpeg.org and see how you can download this. And then you need to put the files into a clear repo on your desktop. If you're using Windows, C 2 you can name your file or folder FFmpeg, and then just set it up and on your path, on your system path. Maybe you should restart your PC, and then you're good to go. Your computer can detect FFmpeg. So let's just jump right in the in this stuff. So what we are going to do is to extract the audio from the video, and for this you need the video path. You also need the audio path. You need to specify it. Let's suppose we have a folder called extractions for better visibility, we will put this here right now. So this is the extractions folder, and let's say we our relative path is called extractions, and we have audio.mp3. Then we can, for this, we need also to import subprocess, because we are not running the command directly on a shell. Instead, we can use this subprocess library or method, and this enables us, of course, to specify the command in order to be able to extract the audio from the video. So FFmpeg, then Y, then I, like this, then you need to specify the video path. So this is not my personally. I'm not as an expert in FFmpeg, but of course you can also always consult documentation, why, what, which parameter could be more or less relevant or tuned, and of course I personally took this from a documentation. You can also use ChatGPT for this if you want to. It can guide you in a magnificent way, and then, of course, do whatever you intend to do. So here you need to check this after running. Check equals to true, and then you need to return the audio path. So this is the output. You can also return a. You can also write a method to detect the language, but of course we will not do it right now. Instead, we will just focus on transcribing. Transcribe. And then here we have the video path, the model size equals base. And of course, we can talk about the model. We will, since we are using the Whisper. Whisper is an OpenAI model, or let's say library, which is responsible for extracting a text from audio. So since we extract the audio, we can then run this on the audio itself. So first of all, we will transform or extract the audio from the video, then transcribe this audio, supposing that we know the language, of course. But actually, it should be built in a way which enables to to just also detect the language and, of course, pass it as an argument into the Whisper AI's Whisper's method or model or whatever. So Whisper dot load model, and this is the model size. Okay, so function any. Okay, I'm going to check the pip install Whisper OpenAI, because I think OpenAI Whisper. So this is what I've been doing wrong. So pip uninstall and install Whisper. This was wrong. I need to instead do this OpenAI Whisper, because the load model method didn't work out, and of course I need to specify the exact library. So this is, of course, the documentation. You can read the paper, and you can also fine-tune it if you want to. This is a transformer sequence-to-sequence model which is trained on various speech processing tasks, including multilingual speech recognition, speech translation, spoken language identification, and voice activity detection. These tasks are jointly represented as a sequence of tokens to be predicted by the decoder, allowing a single model to replace many stages of a traditional speech processing pipeline. The multitask training format uses a set of special tokens that serve as task specifiers or classification targets. So there is the tiny size, the base, the small, the medium, large, and turbo. It depends on your laptop. I personally use base, which is enough for my use case. But of course, if you have a powerful laptop and something which is bigger, you can always try the quality, compare things, and of course, yeah, always try to improve the quality. If you do have any specific dialect or something, you can always try to fine tune it. I didn't personally try this, but I think Whisper, Open AI fine tuning is always available, is always possible. So by with Hugging Face, you can check this. Since I think that this is possible, yeah, you can either check this or yes, so this is more general stuff regarding how to fine-tune any GPT model of OpenAI. But you know, this is always possible if whenever you find something, some documentation or some discussion. Once you have the data set, you can always fine tune it. So let's go back. So this is installed and this looks still looks not enough. But let's suppose that we do have something which is more or less acceptable. So what I'm going to do is to try to understand load model. So this is working now, and what we need to do is, of course, to put in the model size as an argument, and then the result should be something like this: model that transcribe, and you put the audio path. This is straightforward. Then what we need to do, of course, is to extract the transcript with open, let's say in our extractions folder, extractions /transcript.txt, write, oops, using the write mode, and then the encoding UTF-8. If you want to, if you have another preference, of course, or for some other reason, you can always put it there, and then we will just write this one down, and result as key. This should be a dictionary, since then we will just put in the text. So this depends. This is directly tied to the way Whisper from OpenAI works and delivers the text. So this is then we will write segments.json. Why segments? I can explain it later on. This is also write mode, and again, encoding equals UTF-8 as F, then dump the result, and we won't use any indentation. Excuse me, we will use indentation, which is of course only 2. This is enough, and we can also actually write SRT. This is pretty helpful here. We can just comment this out, write SRT. Why? Because if you work on YouTube, you always need to have something like this. This is, of course, the time stamp with which enables you to have the subtitles if you additionally want to automatically translate the subtitles for YouTube if you have a bigger audience or something like this. If you don't use YouTube, you don't need this, but this is nice to have. Print transcript.txt, then segments. This is too soon. This has been too soon. Segments.json and subtitles.srt, then return the result. So, well, actually, the placement of the subtitles isn't, because since you don't need the subtitles right here, the placement, I would say, of the subtitles in the original language could make nonsense. This is a little too soon for that. Instead, we will use the subtitles after, of course, translating the video. And here at this level, I would withdraw the subtitles because this is not translated yet, and we need translated subtitles, which makes more sense. Of course, we can always rely on the original subtitles for original timing, but since we are going to recompose the video, I would prefer to handle the subtitles later on. So that just to verify if this is working as planned, if name equals, we have set main. Let's just try this out. We do have our video file is called downloaded video.mp4, and this is going to be a transcribed video file, and then model size equals, let's say, small. It depends. So okay, so let's try this out. Relative path extractions here, and let's try this. Okay, so audio has been extracted, and since I'm using the CPU, I'm getting some warning stuff. Now Whisper's model is working, and it is extracting um, the whole text. Now we can check this. Download any YouTube video you should. You can recognize my voice already, so this has been so fast using FFmpeg. This step has been done. We are waiting for the transcription um, and for the segments. In the meantime, we can have a look at some specific features regarding the Whisper of OpenAI, and you can always check your system requirements here if you want to. If you have Ubuntu or Linux, it is always anyway recommended to have FFmpeg to be installed on your system. So this is closely related to each other. Even if you don't want to use FFmpeg to extract the audio from the video, it is here according to their documentation required and advised to use this. You may need Rust installed as well in case TikToken does not provide a pre-built wheel for your platform. If you see installation errors during the pip install command above, please follow the Getting Started page to install Rust development environment. Additionally, you may need to configure your Python environment variable export. I didn't do that. I didn't have the obligation to install Rust, but of course, this depends on whatever you want to do with that. And yeah, here we go. We have the transcript. It ran very good. So it was good, and this is the I like it. So this is the segments.json. This is the way everything is extracted. So we have the whole text here, which is the dictionary key text, and you can see it here. It's just as straightforward as this. And then we do have the segments. You can also see the timing. So we have start at 0 seconds and end at 8.6 seconds. Then the next one comes, and there we go. Sometimes we do have some spacing between this end and this beginning. In this case, we don't have this yet, but it could happen at any moment. And so far, we are so good. Everything is exactly at the right timing until right now, but we will see this later on. So I didn't find any spacing between the audios in this case, but you can imagine like this is ending at this time, and sometimes we do have the case where this starts at some plus 1 second, which means that there is a difference of 1 second between the segments. Why I'm talking about this has affected my own, the case where we have, where you want to recompose the video. Sometimes if you rely on these timings, it could cut off this second difference. And there is also other considerations when you translate. This 1 second could be crucial for your translation. So there is a lot of considerations to take, and I have just discovered this while I was experimenting and trying to do it. To do it. As I told you, also translating this based on just these subtexts isn't really good, because you might find yourself losing some semantic meaning. It is recommended to translate the whole text, then just try to map it, which is a more complex setup. Could be also probably something more expensive, especially if you put in more prompting and more token output and stuff like this using ChatGPT. I personally didn't do it. I just translate the segment, which is okay. It's not excellent, but for my use case, it's just fine. You can always think about translating the whole text, and then mapping the sentences with their own translations later on. For that, you need some extra engineering and extra coding to match it, which is, it looks like it may seem to be something straightforward, but you need to be careful, because the mapping could also lead to um, you know extracting some other useless words or tokens. All right, so this is it for this part. We have just seen how to extract the audio and then the segments. In the next part, part 4, we will see how to translate it, and of course proceed with the speech generation. Thank you for watching this. I hope that this is helpful. As always, feel free to reach out via comments if you need anything, have any question, and please subscribe to the channel. This is yet a small YouTube channel, and I would be more than glad to see you encourage this little YouTube channel. Thank you, and stay tuned for the 4th part.